Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habib
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
Salam. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. He was respected.
It's 12 minutes past 1 o'clock on this beautiful sunny Thursday, the 10th of July 2025, and you are live on 90.4 FM. Well, I am live, but you're also listening to me live from Radio Al Ansar. You tune in to Career Compass, your 1 hour power session with me, Kelly Ramazani, where we keep all things work-related, purpose-related, and real personal growth. Now, on this show, we talk about careers that are in demand locally and globally. We talk about side hustles. We talk about soft skills needed in each and every career out there. We also talk about side hustle. Like I said, today we're kicking things a bit different because we are going to be looking at what's happening around us, meaning we're going to touch in on some political issues and matters that are happening in South Africa and worldwide. We also will be zooming into our soft skills for the week, then wrapping it up with a student struggles. This is real struggles from real people seeking for real solutions. So I invite you to join in the discussion. Bring forward your tips, your suggestions, your comments on 0609041056. On the control is Wanisom Kize. Shout out to him. Thank you so much. We are also live on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Instagram. So when you had to come in there because I had a brain freeze moment. We're also live on Instagram. This is Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani on Thursday midday because you are in for a smooth, empowering, and educating ride. Let's go. Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
Woke up with the light, the sky so blue upon my eyes, with a thankful heart. Today is another brand new start. I feel so positive. Just wanna do my best to show this world I'm living in all of the love that I can give you. Many things that I can do, many things, yeah. Make me feel so close to you, to you. Oh, within my heart can be a rainbow. Within my heart, when I'm loving you. Yeah. Every day's a good day. Put my life in your hands, Allah. You will always lead my way. Oh, every day's a good day. Give my life to you, Allah. You will always lead my way. I love this morning breeze. Love how it can revive my soul. I'm so glad to be surrounded by the people I know, filled with happiness. Just wanna give my all and be all that I can be. Share all my love and energy, yeah. Many things that I can do, many things, yeah. Make me feel so close to you, to you. Oh, within my heart can be a rainbow. Within my heart, when I'm loving you. Yeah. Oh, every day's a good day. I put my life in your hands, Allah. You will always lead my way. Oh,
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar. You are listening to Kelly Ramazani on Career Compass, and that was Good Day by Mahar Zain. And now getting into the serious stuff that might make our good day a bad day is the reality that's been happening in South Africa for the last 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. Now, starting with something that I personally am super worried about, and I want to bring it to your attention. I know you already know, but last week, Sunday, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi dropped some serious bombs on a live media briefing. He revealed the shocking levels of corruption allegedly involving high-ranking officials. And you already know who we're talking about, right? Now, you might be thinking, but Kels, this is politics. What does this have to do with Korea? Listen, corruption affects all jobs in South Africa, not just jobs, lives in general. Okay. And we are talking about service delivery, we're talking about business opportunities. If we have a police minister as a crime and corruption official at this point, he deserves that crown. We are all in trouble. We are in trouble. Okay. Because if you are building a career, you need to know that integrity does not just apply to the CEO and the high officials and the politicians. It applies to every single person. So you being honest on the lower ground or on the lower levels of management, while high management or upper management is corrupt, it simply means that you are not going to go anywhere. You're not going to go further. You're not going to make it out of this pothole that they will create, the system of corruption that they will create to keep you there. So we as South Africans, or we as the people of this country, need to put on our thinking caps and demand for the president to please come forward and speak. His silence is worrying me. Mr. President, please say something. Suspend somebody until the matter is carried out with further investigation or something. Come on. That's the first thing that I'm super worried about, because we all know how this is going to affect the country, the people in different positions, in different companies also will be affected. And I don't want to be the one to blow the whistle here, but let's allow that to happen on its own. More and more names are coming up now. So keep your ears on the ground. Just follow the news and see what happens now. If you have a comment to make, you too can bring in your comment on 0609041056. The other thing is the Dudula movement that has been making headlines again, and it's not in a good way. You know, for the past weeks actually, we have seen them blocking immigrants from accessing healthcare in public hospitals. Now, this is a serious debate online. We are getting people asking some serious questions, while others are just lost in the crowd, thinking that, yes, this is the way to go. But my question is, are we shifting the blame? Are we channeling our frustrations on the right people? Are we sure about that? Because without any doubt, okay, the service delivery, the budget cuts, the inflation, the high unemployment rates, all these are frustrating, yes. And people have the right to demand answers, to protest peacefully. They absolutely do. However, we cannot just conclude that this is due to refugees or immigrants. We do have a serious matter that we need to look into and hopefully find solutions. But I don't think that should be the main focus or the entire, what's the word? I don't think that should be the only matter that we should highlight. We've got serious things happening in the country, and I would deem this as illegal. This is me, Kelly Ramazani, sharing my 2 cents here on the airwaves. I think it is against the Constitution. 100% believe it is against the Constitution for us to deny people, access to healthcare with the Section 27 coming into play here, saying that everybody has the right to healthcare services. But apart from that, I just want us to be logical thinkers. I want us to be critical thinkers. Sit down, you hear something, you hear an argument, and then question yourself. Okay, I get this, but how is this correlating with this? How is this concluded as this? You got to ask yourself the difficult questions. You got to be able to think outside the box. Otherwise, you'd be easily swayed into conclusions and decisions that you 100% will not see any benefit to. Okay. Now, the other international affairs that's happening, the main guy, the spotlight owner, Trump. I do not want to comment on the matters that are happening, but this is affecting us. Okay, with the current tariffs on some of the South African exports, and how this is going to affect a few industries in South Africa. That is what I want to bring to your attention. But you do the news. Eric and Tabile and the rest of the news anchors here at Al Ansar will give you the updates. That is to just give you a heads up that, hey, there are certain things that are happening around us that will begin to affect our careers, that will begin to affect our businesses, and we need to be informed. That's the whole purpose of this show. Okay. Now, speaking about being informed, we are now going to be speaking about a soft skill that is very important. Every week here on Career Compass, we pick a soft skill that is important for you to develop so that you become a valuable member of the community. But more than anything, so that you are aware of your position at work, at school, your role rather than position. Position sounds very formal, very scary. You are aware of your role. Okay, we all here have a role to play to make society better, to make the country better. And if you are one who is self-aware, who is flexible to changes, to adaptability, because the world is evolving, you will 100% see good in what you bring to the table. Okay. However, there are some people that do fall short, and I do understand. We are all human. We're not perfect. This is why we have a show, to remind you that there is room for growth. There should always be room for growth. So in Career Compass, we always talk about soft skills. We spoke about communication skills. We spoke about the importance of body language as a soft skill. We spoke about so many things. We spoke about teamwork. We spoke about leadership skills. We spoke about oh my word, so many things that I hardly can't remember. But today we're going to be talking about self-control. Self-control is an important soft skill to have. If you are one who is always happy, you're always sad, you need to find a balance. You need to learn how to control yourself. Now, this is very underrated because people have this myth, and I call it a myth, to say you should be loved or you should be accepted as you are. That is just no, sweetheart, no. You will be accepted as a human being, 100%, but you should also improve on the things that are not in your favor. Okay, so if you are somebody who's constantly triggered or reacting or angry, don't walk around saying people should love me for who I am. No, there's room for improvement, sweetheart. So work on yourself. Thank you very much. And this is where self-control comes into play. It is something that is important because it creates a balance. When you are under pressure, you will now have to behave in a certain manner because you are not at home or in your free space where you can do whatever. You are at work and there's a certain expectations of you, of how to carry yourself, of how you should be speaking to others. So self-control is very important. Some people break under pressure. Some people shut down completely, flight or fight, depending on whichever one that you have. You also need to be aware that you have to identify your triggers. You have to know when you are triggered. You also have to pause before you react. There's a whole technique or process on how to contain yourself, and we'll talk about that right after this.
WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
Plan your dream holiday with the specialist, World of Travel, as we pride ourselves in offering you the best in Hajj and Umrah. We also offer travel packages to the Middle East, Far East, and many more exotic destinations. Call our professional travel consultants now on 031 20 8877 or view our website www.worldoftravel.co.za. Visit us at 44 Crescent Street as memorable journeys begin with World of Travel by Irshad Malik.
We are friends, we are sisters, we are mothers, we are warriors in heels. We wipe tears, wear smiles, and still wear the crown. This Women's Day, own your crown with the Al Ansar Foundation, a celebration of bold hearts and beautiful souls. The 9th of August, 189 West Road. Tickets 250 Rand at the Al Ansar shop. Own your crown because queens don't wait. Call Outreach now for more information on 031 208 1601.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Join us for an inspiring meet and greet, calling all young book lovers and aspiring authors. Meet Hannah Mutala and Maria Mehta, two talented young authors who are making waves. Join us at Al-Ansar Shop on the 12th of July for an exciting meet and greet event where you can learn about their writing journey and experiences. The date again, Saturday, the 12th of July, time 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Location is at the Al-Ansar Shop, 207 West Road in Overport. Don't miss this opportunity to meet inspiring authors and spark your creativity. We look forward to seeing you there.
As temperatures drop and winter grips the country, the less fortunate in South Africa are preparing for the harsh realities that this season brings. Africa Muslims Agency is distributing blankets, clothing, and other essentials to thousands across the country. Sponsor a winter pack for 320 Rand or a blanket for 160 Rand and spread warmth this winter. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
اللهم إنك ترى ما نزل بنا في غزة من الأحوال يا ذا الجلال والعزة يا ذا الجبروت والعزة. اللهم أعز أهل غزة، اللهم فرج عن أهل غزة، اللهم فرح أهل غزة، اللهم انصر أهل غزة، اللهم داو جريحهم، اللهم اشف مريضهم، اللهم اقبل شهيدهم، اللهم ارحم ميتهم، اللهم كفف جراحاتهم وبرد آلامهم، اللهم واجعل لهم وللمسلمين فرجا قريبا يا الله. اللهم فرج عنا وعن المسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين واخذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين يا رب العالمين. سبحانك سبحانك ترى الظالمين فتمهلهم حتى يظنوا أنك تهملهم وتبتلي الصالحين في الدنيا حتى يستيئسوا فإن استيئسوا أتيتهم بنصرهم. اللهم إنك تعلم أن جراحات المسلمين كثيرة وآلامهم كثيرة في كل مكان وفي كل زمان. اللهم فانصرنا على أعدائنا يا الله. اللهم فثبت أقدامنا يا الله.
Radio Al-Ansar.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
Outreach, assisting and uplifting. Outreach, assisting and uplifting.
Gave me health and happiness. Alhamdulillah for these precious gifts. Live today, not tomorrow. Ya Allah, I thank you every time. I can see clearly through these eyes. SubhanAllah, these are simple signs. Know that my time is borrowed. From my eyesight down to the touch, I cannot even thank you enough. I promise you I'm not giving up. Jannah is what awaits me. Life has been more than good to me. Even the pain has taught me to see. Appreciate even the air you breathe. Ya Allah, you made me. I'm grateful for every single thing you've given me. I'm grateful. And I don't need to worry about a thing if I forget.
You've arrived at your destination.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar. 31 minutes past 1 o'clock. You are on 90.4 FM if you're in Durban, on 5.6 FM if you're in PMB. Anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. It is Career Campus with Kelly Ramazani every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. We were talking about self-control and how it's important for you to be able to control your emotions, especially in the workplace. A lot of people go to HR. We've been talking to HRs, by the way, here on Career Campus, as well as career coaches. And that is what we want to do. We want to maybe find every once in a while, one Thursday or 2 Thursdays in a month, where we do have these experts, either HR or career coach, to answer some of your queries. Alhamdulillah, love the feedback, absolutely love it, but it is beyond my expertise, and I think it would be only fair if I bring in the guys that are qualified to answer to your queries. Now, speaking about queries, the AI career or the AI degree is highly in demand, both locally and internationally. If you have been around the show, if you've been listening, you will see that we've always been mentioning the importance of being informed, keeping yourself up to date, because this is where the world is going remotely. However, it is also important for me to state that AI is helping a lot of scammers find creative ways to steal people's money, identity, and it is getting out of hand. It is getting so ridiculously scary at this point. However, it is also important that I mention to you that as much as I love AI, I think it is also taking away our ability to critically think and constructively criticize something or someone. Because if you go through TikTok, if you go through Instagram, you will see that you're constantly being fed things or people that agree to your ideologies. We don't have the time, the space, the room, the maturity to listen to a person who has a different opinion from ours, because we are constantly, coming across or scrolling across the things that we love, things that we agree to, things that make us happy, that we've become very intolerant to difficult conversation, difficult discussion, difference of opinions. That is because we are being programmed. Yeah, sorry, I had to break the news to you. We are being programmed. Okay. And the only way for us to break free from this is to have the difficult conversations, for us to make room to listen to somebody who disagrees to what we have to say without having to sentence them or conclude as not important. Now, speaking about things that are important, Women's Day is around the corner. I'm not going to wait for you to ask me what I want, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. Hint, hint. A ticket to a beautiful event that will be held at 189 West Road would be great, right? Okay, that would be great. Hint, hint, you got enough time, right? Speaking about this beautiful event that will be taking place here at 189 West Road, I've got Halima Asmal from the Outreach Department who's here with us to be telling us more about this event. Now, Halima is a sweet soul that just loves to smile, and she is just a pleasant soul, like I said. However, very intelligent lady, I must say. Allahumma barik. So Halima, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And jazakallah so much for that introduction. You have made my entire week.
Like I started, I'm looking for a ticket, yeah?
Oh, no, we definitely have one for you.
I won.
Your name was first on my list.
Jazakallah so much for that. Now, Halima, this event, I attended one last year. And I'm hoping that this will be similar, or is it going to be better, or is it going to be way more than our expectations? What is the exciting news that we should be looking forward to this year's women event? Tell us more about that.
So I think it's safe to say, right, this event's going to be way more than what the ladies are expecting, because we're taking a whole new turn to this event, right? For this event, we wanted to create an experience that speaks directly to the heart of today's women.
Yeah.
Resilient, multi-talented, strong as well. So we're celebrating not only how far women have come, but how we continue to shine in every environment, in every situation that we're put in. And we reimagined this entire event, right?
Oh, wow.
So there's going to be different food.
Yeah.
It's a different theme.
Yeah.
There's different speakers.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a whole new turn. And just ladies, you don't want to miss out on this event.
I'm super excited already. Listen, you shared the lineup. Okay, you didn't get into detail about the lineup, but you said
can't
there will be
give away
amazing
too much.
speakers. Yes. And you've also spoken about how we are going to be celebrating women by thanking them and the contribution that they bring into society and how far we've come, but also how further we are going. Now, as women, they wear many different hats in their daily lives. You know, my mom, for example, my sister as well.
Exactly.
Me too, but those are the two women
The
that
most important.
most important that I always turn to. Now, for you, there's got to be a phenomenal woman that you have in your life. Who is that woman, and what are some of the lineup?
Aside from myself.
Wow. I'm
just kidding.
That is beautiful.
I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
that.
My mother, of course.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes we're living such fast-paced lives.
Yeah.
We forget to just slow down and appreciate and thank ourselves for being so resilient. You know, thank the women around us for being our strength.
Yeah.
Because what is a household without a mother? You know, so for me, it's 100% my mother and all mothers out there.
Yeah. 100%. Now, back to the event. How do you see events like these contributing to women empowerment, uplifting society, and just reminding women in general that it doesn't matter. You don't have to be the captain of the ship or whatever. As long as you are a woman, you are worthy being celebrated and reminded that you are beautiful. How do these events contribute to that?
For me personally, I think an event like this, it makes women feel better. You know, you're stepping out of your household. Say if you come from a toxic household, right? Coming to an event like this, it's a space to breathe. It's a space to reconnect, you know, to have fun and to just be your authentic self. So events like this, 100%, it makes a difference in communities where they don't have events like this. You know, so to each and every woman that will be attending our event, it's only 250 Rand a ticket. So purchase yours now. You know, they're selling so fast, right? The amount of calls that we've had coming in for our tickets, you don't want to miss out. Book your seat now and just be prepared for the best.
Awesome. I love that we should raise our expectations, be prepared for the best.
I mean, have we ever disappointed you?
Me in person?
Or like the listeners in general?
I was about to go on in and vent out. I'm joking. That's beautiful. Now, Halima, what are some of the things that we should be looking forward to? You spoke about the theme, you spoke about the lineup. You know, I know it's exciting, but what are some other things that you'd like for us to know or bear in mind as highlights that you'd like to share?
So aside from the networking and the giveaways, there's going to be a fashion segment.
Oh.
Right? I don't want to give away too much on who's going to be hosting that segment.
Okay.
We will get into it in our next interview.
Yes.
But it's going to be amazing. As I said, our theme for this event is dress your best. Usually it's like smart casual, but this is dress your best. Go all out if you want, you know, complete Met Gala style.
Love it.
So there's going to be an amazing fashion segment. Our giveaways are always amazing. So yeah, just look, and we have a new menu.
Okay.
We have a new exciting menu.
Oh, wow.
So the food's always the best part of every event, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Now, for somebody who's listening right now and they're interested in, they want to get hold of the tickets right now, how do they go on about this?
So they can either come to the Al Ansar bookshop and you can speak to Brother Amini or Sister Fatima Kareem and they can assist you from there. Or if you'd like to purchase it online, you can visit our website, which is www.alansargroup.co.za, where you can purchase it online, EFTs, that sort of thing. Our banking details are on there, so it's made simple and easy just for you.
Absolutely love it, Halima. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having
Hopefully
me.
A beautiful event that we have lined up for you on the 9th of August at 189 West Road. Tickets are available online. You can check our website, www.alansar.org.za, and you'll be able to purchase them online, or you can come here at the 207 West Road bookshop, and either Fatima Kareem or Brother Amini would be able to assist you. Coming up next, we're talking about a case that is affecting a student, and they've reached out to us here on Career Campus. I'm involving you to come forward with an opinion, to come forward with some tips, share your views, because if this was somebody you love, if this was somebody you know, what would you advise them?
WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now